My friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Here are my final thoughts before we all watch WrestleMania 41, which is going to be awesome. I'm pumped about it, and I hope you are too. But as a fan, let's understand what our intentions are when we watch WrestleMania 41. Let's watch it as a fan. Let's remember back to the very moment we fell in love with professional wrestling and why we fell in love with professional wrestling, and let's watch it through those eyes, not as a commentator or a critic or someone who's cynical or resentful or someone who just apparently hates everything for the build up to WrestleMania 41, but just someone who's like, yes, this art form, this medium, this product, this thing, this professional wrestling thing that is still a niche audience I love, and I'm going to connect to it, and I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to dive all the way in, and that's my intention. Now, if your intention is if it is a content creator or it is to be a content creator in professional wrestling, then yes, you can watch it through some different eyeballs. You can be critical and commentate and all of those sorts of things, but you should still watch it initially as a fan. Like when I was a professional wrestler and we were running and gunning and doing all these shows and all sorts of things that you see the indie guys doing now, I personally would watch shows like this, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, the big shows, as a fan first, because that's the whole point. I love it. I love the thing. And then I would watch it through an eyes of someone who does the actual thing so I can learn from it, grow, what things that I like, didn't I like, what can I put into my game. So you can watch it in two different sort of viewpoints, but your intentionality when you sit down to watch WrestleMania is extremely important. So my advice is to watch it through the intention of already loving it, already knowing that this thing is going to be great because you love it. You've been watching it for years. Maybe you're a brand new fan. Maybe you've been a lifelong fan. Maybe you've been a fan for 5 years, 10 years, whatever the case may be. This could be the best WrestleMania you ever watch. And why not look at it through those eyes? So that's just my PSA to all wrestling fans out there before we sit down to watch 2 nights of unbelievable professional wrestling. And we got a little taste on the go-home show of SmackDown of what we can expect potentially at WrestleMania. Mostly the 2 big main events are what I'll touch on here. We saw John Cena and Cody Rhodes have a segment. Cody Rhodes is up again, 2 segments in a row with John Cena, which almost guarantees that John Cena is going to win his 17th world title at WrestleMania, which I did predict on my official WrestleMania prediction show, which you can go check that out down below or in the channel or wherever you can find that video. But I think John Cena is going to win his 17th world title, and then maybe we'll see something else come from there, potentially a Backlash or SummerSlam or later through the summer. But I think Cody Rhodes will eventually get his title back from John Cena. But then you also saw Seth Rollins, who's been absolutely tremendous in this build-up with this triple threat match. We know that Roman Reigns is a huge mover. Triple H says that he's the number one, WWE ticket sales mover. That's incredible. We have CM Punk, who I'm not a huge fan of, and I'm sort of in the Seth Rollins bucket of how I think about him. But Seth Rollins, again, has been the most tremendous asset in this triple threat match, sort of carrying the build with his promos every single week and being there every single week. And on the most recent edition of Friday Night SmackDown in Vegas, the go-home show before WrestleMania, he's dressed a little bit like The Rock. And now there's still some rumors floating around that he is going to sell his soul to The Rock. And you can tell just how angry he is about all of these things that have happened to him, how angry he is about CM Punk, how pissed off he is about Roman Reigns allowing CM Punk to be in this main event. And you can sort of see the energy flowing in him that might lead him to sell his soul to The Rock. And another interesting development was Drew McIntyre now being the face of the newest Project Rock. Is that a sign to come for Drew McIntyre joining The Rock? So we could potentially see at the end of WrestleMania, John Cena with his 17th world title, The Rock there costing Cody the championship, and Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins both selling their soul to The Rock because they feel slighted, because they feel like no one respects how good they are in the ring. And Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins are 2 of the best in-ring competitors we have going in WWE right now. And I do think they don't get the respect they deserve on the most legit level. And so it makes sense for them to want to join The Rock, to want to join John Cena as this sort of corporate rock stable faction thing with Travis Scott singing all the entrance musics. That could potentially happen. You also saw Carmelo Hayes win the Battle Royal, which is cool for him. I hope that actually leads to something substantial because he is also an incredible, incredible competitor. I was on a bunch of indie shows with him when he was on the indies. Now he's obviously a superstar. But there's a bunch of things else that happen, but I think the Randy Orton Open Challenge is going to be amazing. I earlier predicted that was going to be Aleister Black. It's actually looking like it might lean towards Rusev. It's also a Nick Aldis. Also could be a Sami Zayn. There's a few options there. I would most be excited and absolutely lose my mind over a Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton match. You never know. Kevin Owens could show up because some people on the internet think his injury is fake. I think it's real, but you never know. I think he's actually, very, very injured and he has got to take care of his neck. So I think coming out to save him would be Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. There's also rumors of Randy Orton joining Team Rock, which would be just almost all of the top guys joining The Rock. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think we're going to see Stone Cold Steve Austin here at WrestleMania on night 2. It's just going to be amazing. I mean, those are just a few things that we have coming up to get excited about. We have all of these title matches and championship matches. We have 2 huge matches kicking off each night with Jey Uso and Gunther kicking off night 1 and Rhea Ripley and Io Sky and Bianca Belair kicking off night 2. I think Io Sky is going to retain there. Also mentioned that on my WrestleMania prediction show, but it's going to be awesome. And as I said at the start, intentionally just sit down to watch WrestleMania as a fan, as someone who loves the product, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it that much more. Text your friends, see what's going on the internet. Comment, post, talk about it, love it, engage with it. That's fucking awesome. The only reason we like this thing is because we love it. That's it. Like, people think we're weird, people think it's strange, people think it's a weird performance, art, entertainment, fight thing. We love it. I love it. You love it. Let's watch it with those rose-colored glasses. And then, we can watch it a couple more times after that with some comments, critiques, things we want to see better, things we want to change, things we wouldn't have done. All of that stuff is beautiful and fun discussion. It's the only reason I can do this type of channel. But let's initially watch it because we absolutely love it. And those are my final thoughts before WrestleMania 41. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with every single professional wrestling fan you know. And let's build this channel and build our wrestling community together. Cheers.